Hello everybody and welcome back to another game from the League of Dracula 2024. Sorry for the delay, there's a little bit of a timing issue or something, but don't worry, we're underway now. I just wanted to show this screen because Godalming's gone AWOL, seemingly. So I'm gonna have to quit and rejoin. Godalming doesn't exist. Anyway, so yeah, we've got a game here between Spencer Wolfhart playing as the Hunters and Geo playing as Dracula. And alongside me, as the title suggests, I've got Mr. Green back with me. Hello, Mr. Green. Pumpa lens.
Från Valencia. Och röv, eller vad det var, what it was we were talking about.
We were doing some Swedish before the live stream started. So I told him the only Swedish I knew was Rev. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Pumpa lens. And what was the other thing?
Snabbmatte.
Snabbmatte.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you a video and see if it's correct. The guy, he makes fun of Danish people a lot.
There is a kind of play feud with our Nordic neighbors, but
I can imagine. And also, people from, how do you pronounce it? We say Scania in English, but I think it's like Skåne in like the southern bit of Sweden.
Skåne.
Skåne.
Yeah, they used to be Danish, that area.
Oh, that's why you make fun of them.
Well, they speak a little different than the rest of us.
Oh, I see. So you're not from Skåne.
But I'm from the northern part of Sweden.
Oh, the wilderness.
Well, yeah. There's more wilderness in the northern part, at least.
Oh, very good. So that's what you're going to look forward to in this live stream, folks. Hello, everybody. I know there's a lot of people here before. Maybe because of the delay, people had to leave. That's okay. They'll come back. Hello, Gyro, of course. Terminus was here. I think Terminus might have had to leave, but hello, Terminus, if you're watching this back later. Pizza Wizard, hello. Roscoe, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's a lot of love for Geo in the chat. I'm going to be honest. Oh, found him. He found him. I'm going to just say it right off the bat, Mr. Green. I don't know where your allegiances lie, but my allegiances lie with Geo. Nothing personal against Spencer. Spencer's an amazing player, has done lots of stuff for the community in terms of layer, strategy, and all that stuff, and has always been competing in tournaments, and has always been very keen. But Geo, firstly, my Catalan comrade, and also teammate from the Immortal Invitational in which we were victorious, so my allegiances can only be with one of the players, and it's the Dracula player. And as much as I want Hunters to win as well, I want Geo to win today. So sorry, Spencer, if you're watching. So I guess you're going to have to go with the Hunter player to just balance it out, I suppose.
Nah. Until recently, Sweden was famous for being neutral, like Switch. So this is Switzerland, so I'm sticking with neutral.
Okay, that's all right then. That's fine. Yep, good scouting. Hello, Quincy. Yep, good scouting. The Dracula Highway, as Gyro likes to call this, the Strasbourg, Geneva, Clermont-Ferrand, Toulouse, sort of little off the rail line kind of path. But good scouts as well, of course. You know, to found that early on. Roscoe saying Geo can't handle the early discovery. Well, we'll have to see because this can happen, right? You're the one who always says it, Roscoe, that Dracula's going to get found at some point, and you're going to have to adapt to it. But the thing that I'd probably be quite happy with if I was Geo is that Van Helsing and Mina are already moving, and it's quite early, so he might be able to utilize a lack of supplies. As long as he doesn't get walloped in a really early combat, then he might be okay. He might be able to get out of this. It's still very early, still has wolf form available.
Yeah, so he can still go back to supplying, just move a little closer and then start supplying again.
Right. It'll be interesting to see, what he does with Mina and the like. Oh, no, never mind. This is actually a really big match. I know this is, for both of these players, I think this is the first game of this phase. Obviously, Quincy is looking with a lot of interest because Spencer and Gio and Quincy are in the same group. But this is obviously also really big because earlier today, I don't think it got recorded, so I can spoil the result. Terminus has beaten Burke Marley. So Terminus is currently 2-0 for this phase, beaten Burke Marley twice. And that means now Terminus is on 5 wins. And as of the end of the second league phase, I know Terminus has played 2 games, right? But as of the end of the second league phase, Quincy and Spencer have 4 wins, and Gio has 3. So Terminus has done his job. He's won the games and has leapfrogged all 3 of the players inside this phase. So, even more crucial, whoever wins this game, to try and keep pace with Terminus. Obviously, there's another phase to go after this. It's not all or nothing on this phase, but still. Question in the chat from Quincy. Maybe we can... oh, hey, Snuff. How's everything going? I cannot complain. I've had an amazing day. So I cannot complain, and I'm now here on with Mistergreen and everybody watching the live stream, so I'm very happy. Question for you, Mistergreen, from Quincy. What do you think of like the early Van Helsing move? How much of a fan of this are you?
Well, as long as he plan to go to Paris, like, and then keep supplying, I'm quite fine with it. I expected Mina to stay and they would scan once.
So if...
Because you can keep up your supplying in Munich as well as in Vienna, and then you get more information from stuff.
Right. So imagine now Gio's maybe sitting in like Nuremberg or something. He's gone away with it a little bit. See if Godalming moves. I know Spencer's been trying to do some sort of experimentation in this tournament in terms of maybe not supplying as much and using Long Night, it seems. So. Oh, not Nuremberg. So rule out everything there. Snuff.
Yeah, I think it's a little too much movement at the moment. I would have been happier if he just moved a little closer and then just kept supplying a few days more.
Right. It's still really early. It's Friday first week, right? It's not Friday third week or something. Yeah. I mean, we saw the power of it in the earlier match that we commented on, that, you know, the power of the supplies, and I know it's Pizza Wizard, you're like, oh, Pizza Wizard, typical, right? But, you know, the power of supplying is that you just have so many resources to just wallop Dracula with.
Yeah.
I mean, this could work, though. Gio might get scared by all this Hunter movement. You don't know. It'd be interesting to see how he reacts. I don't know if he's played against a Hunter who is using so much movement early. But... yeah. As Dracula, then you have to look at it and try and adapt. But you never know, the Hunters might just end up supplying really good items. Who knows?
They could, if they are lucky, they already have good fighting gear. Well...
oh, wow, you found it!
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, she has a holy circle, right? So she's not really under much threat here.
That's true. Otherwise, that could have been a bold move.
Right. Oh, she reveals everything everywhere. Anyway. She's never going to die here, because you've got the Holy Circle.
Yeah.
And then she's got knife and garlic, right? It's not as if she's going to get fanged unless something crazy happened. But then what happens next turn? That's the issue, right? So she uses Holy Circle now, I assume. But then what? What if she steps on Dracula again accidentally?
Yeah. Suppose he could garlic a little, but dodging garlic and just hope to catch something that it's unlikely.
Strength. Okay, good use of the garlic. To block that. Could have escaped though. I don't know how you feel about
it. Now she must use Holy Circle just to avoid. Right. She could knife if he feels confident that the Dracula is.
Right. I would have. I don't know. I was going to ask you about that. If I was in situations with Holy Circle, I would have used Escape first turn, because then at least I hold the Holy Circle. I would only use Holy Circle if there's some way he's outplayed me, and he could fang me or claw me to die or something.
Yeah.
Or if he plots against me or something, I don't lose my knife and then you use Holy Circle to get out. I wouldn't use Holy Circle until you're kind of forced to use it, because now she has no protection from anything. Van Helsing's gonna get battered, so he can't suddenly trade an escape route.
Now she
Thomas
has
is still
space.
here. Sorry,
She
I
has
go.
space to supply more.
Right, but she's on a small city. That's the issue. She's gonna have to move on to a big city.
Yes, of course.
So, then you suddenly might run into Dracula then, depending on the situation. Thomas is still here. Hello. Spencer likes to move Lord's hunters, at least that's my experience. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about it. Yeah, the escape is bat. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
How did you get delayed?
Who? Van Helsing?
Yeah.
Bats.
Right.
There were bats in Paris, and now he's got this night fight with this Reckless to deal with. But now there's no trail, right? They know everything on the trail.
Yeah. I thought it started in Paris, so I was a little confused.
That's okay, don't worry. Yeah, he got ambushed with it because he wants this night combat, right? Oh!
That is bad.
That's gonna hurt. Wolf form next. Maybe, unless you go into Marseille and then wolf form out, because you think, well, it best gonna be a 2-on-1, you know all of Mina's stuff. Godalming probably won't get there. Yeah. Bats, rats, and top hats. Yeah, good going, Terminus. You're on quite a run. I was saying, I don't know if you missed it, but I was saying that you've put now a lot of pressure on Spencer and Gio and Quincy. I know you've played more games than them, but you've got the wins in the bag, right? You've got it locked down. Okay. Claw. Fang. Maybe try and go for the kill here.
If he got it.
That's the question, isn't it? Yeah.
He got it.
He's got it. Oh.
Well, maybe
Great
they
strength.
have...
Oof. I mean, this one was not as what's the word here? What's what I was going to try and say?
Game ending.
I mean, yeah, yeah, true. Not game ending. Also, that was not really like due to Spencer's movement. That was just a bat ambush in Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, Mina's. Oh, interesting. She used the long night in order to get into a big city, so it blocks Marseille for next turn.
Yeah. Well, that's like a kind of nice move.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what she discarded because this is bugging out, and well, not bugging out, but it's being the way it's being coded is face down, but still.
Yeah.
It's interesting. He would have still got the same amount of influence for biting Van Helsing there, because it was an ambush, and then with Mesmerized Fangs combo. But just killing Van Helsing is good. Van Helsing lost 2 events out of that. Unfortunately, we're not going to know what they are, but they could be something really good. It's saying that Dracula won't know it, but I mean, you'll take the 2 points.
Yeah.
And also, you know where Van Helsing's going to go. Yeah, I guess you have to kind of wolf form now, but it doesn't feel like a very good wolf form though. Yeah, I know, right? A good use of Long Night. Man, everything in this tournament. That's probably the best use of Long Night. Apart from, I know Snuff, you used Long Night to really good use a couple of days ago. So, I guess Long Night is not the most useless card. Blood Transfusion is still the most useless card.
What?
Oh,
okay.
Okay. It's plowing in. I mean, Godami has no events. I mean, you could have good stuff. That's the thing.
Yeah, but 1 versus 1 is still kind of iffy versus Dracula.
Right. Mina has no of. Oh, she has a charted carriage, but she has no. She has no ticket, so she can't get into this fight. Long Night is my new favorite card. Says Stuff. Spot on. At least we found uses for it. Uh-oh. Can he get there? No, he can't get there. 1, 2, 3. Nope. He can't get there. He can get to Zurich. He's 1 away. Unless I'm miscounting. See, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about like this type of hunter play, because you're just expending so many resources. And Dracula knows, like, he knows Godalming's not much of a threat, 'cause he has no Lucy's Revenge, no Heroic Leap, he has no events. Sure, he has items, but combat has Dracula favor a little bit, because Dracula always, his card always triggers first, unless it gets cancelled, so you can kind of work around it a bit.
Yeah, and it's early, so he can do his wolf form whenever he pleases.
Right. This is actually really scary, because imagine he escapes his bat here, and then he gets the wolf form back.
Yeah, escape his bat was what I was thinking about.
Right. And he doesn't lose the encounter. I mean, the only thing, like, Snuff's made a good point. Spencer knows where Dracula is. There's no mystery to this trail. And there's no encounter, apart from the one Reckless, but I'm sure they can get a stake in time. But what happens if Godalming now dies here? He's trying to find. Makes sense. Yep. That's another point. And a bitten hunter. No escape his bat, but I mean... Maybe he doesn't care? Right? If the hunters don't have much movement, they're moving at the same speed and he can just keep chipping away at them, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Godalming has holy bullets, but then you put down a spy, the rifle gets taken, and then what? Spencer definitely knows, like, the meta way to play hunters, because we saw him, I don't know if you remember, Mistergreen, 18 months ago, European League. It was between the three of us at the top, but it was so close. And Spencer was on amazing form that tournament on both roles. It wasn't just on Dracula, on both roles. It was really, really good. So it seems like it's been maybe taking advantage of the league structure where you're guaranteed 16 games, 8 on each side, is maybe think, well, I can maybe play a little bit more experimental in the first, couple of phases or the middle phases, and then switch back to meta potentially in the last phase if it's not going quite so well.
Yeah.
Or just trying different things to see if it works. Yeah, that's true. The hunters have a lot of time. If they deal with this reckless vampire, then suddenly there's very little trail to deal with for a bit. But they haven't hurt Dracula. That's the thing. If Dracula had been hit a little bit, then...
Well, they can always go back to supplying.
Well, that's true. That's true. Especially now that there's no escapist bat, no additional wolf form on top of it, so they're suddenly like, well, we can take a couple turns to supply if we want to.
And if you have now even
Like
presence and local rumors will give me information.
Right.
And hidden scouts, know where to check.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be massive. He could have easily drawn local rumors right then and there, right? But it does, like, concern me, like, Seward has no events, Godalming only has one, Van Helsing lost all of his, Mina has one and we know what it is.
Yeah.
Nope, not in Vienna. Good horse roll, though, so it seems like horse economy is set up.
Yeah. Oh, he
no,
seems really eager to move.
Yeah. Yeah, wishful thinking Snuff, local rumors on Godalming, that would have been really big. Geo hasn't used any rumor tokens, though. And the thing is, if they're not supplying much, then trying to get stakes is going to be a little bit tricky for a bit. Or maybe they do get the stakes, but they don't have the move. Imagine if Van Helsing starts supplying all the stakes. Oh, Mina's revealing a knife. So she got double knife, then?
She could have a heavenly host that she don't want to show either.
Yeah, maybe she has 2 heavenly hosts and a knife, eh? Who would carry not one but two heavenly hosts on Mina, eh, Mr. Green? Who would do that?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
What sort of madman would do that?
Sometimes you just do what you have to do.
Well, yeah, exactly. If the cards fall that way, you just got no choice sometimes. I mean, I guess it's no big deal, right? Because the knife got revealed from the spy, so it's not a big deal. If it gets revealed, really. You could potentially hide horses on her for a bit. So Dracula gets a little bit greedy with movement. I think, oh, Mina can't get to me, then suddenly wallop, and she comes with horses or something.
Yeah. Can be hiding a stake so she can go to Clermont-Ferrand without being ambushed.
Right, that would be pretty good. Yeah. Maybe then Geo doesn't ambush, thinking, oh, I can bait her into a knife fight, break the knife and whatever, then suddenly a stake comes out. Yeah. Not the end of the world, because it'd only be 4 points, but still. Sense of emergency on Godalming. Now that's kind of nice. That's good for catching Drac later on.
Yeah.
And we've seen it in other games where the hunters maybe are not able or just don't supply very much, but still end up top decking a lot of strong events.
Well, it's possible, but
less likely, but possible. So yeah, Gio's going to still be a little bit not get too confident.
He will benefit from supplying a bit, and hopefully an event will tell him where he have to go, so he doesn't have to guess in the right direction to
right.
Before.
Right, you don't want to use sense of emergency sort of willy-nilly here. Hey, Rukamanya's in the chat. Hey, well-timed break. Yeah, more FOD streams. The game's good. It's been a bit, I don't know, a bit manic, maybe a bit chaotic. Hunters discovered Dracula very early with a hired scout in Strasbourg, and then they all started moving really quickly. Mina got into a fight with Dracula, had to... Oh, good deduction. That's a bloody good guess, eh? So where's he now? Venice? Genoa? I guess so. Oh, he tried to backtrack and he's going to get punished for it, maybe. So yeah, Mina had a holy circle out of the combat with Dracula. Van Helsing got pushed with bats into the reckless vampire Clermont-Ferrand, and then he got killed. No great strength. He lost 2 events, which we don't know what they are because they're not being shown. Oh, wow.
Well, it seems like the early movement is good. He's gonna get 2 of 1.
Yeah. That was a... Oh, he's revealed... I mean, I guess you have to reveal that stuff.
Yeah, otherwise your gun is worthless. So.
Right. But now Dracula knows. So just strength is so powerful here.
Yeah, but if Mina has a good attack...
Right. Desecrated... Well, she has a knife, at least. Could even have a heavenly host. Yeah, this is... Ooh, Geo backtracked.
He knows he can escape on Seward, so he gets some distance.
Right. But the thing is... So I'm going to look at the map, people, but for, like... He can't escape us back to Munich. Because it's on the trail. That would be a perfect escape us back location, but he can't, because it's stuck on the trail and he can't misdirect it. Oh man, he should have gone east. He would have been able to... I mean, he probably wasn't expecting a sense of emergency to go on to Godalming, but I probably would have preferred that rather than now walking towards Mina, who's just been supplying. And goodness knows what she could have picked up. Big brain play beat a double punch, says Quincy. Possibly. Save all your weapons. Mesmerize is good.
Yeah.
Ah, there's a punch. Can resist the call of the Tyrrhenian? Yeah. I think still moving east would have been better. Oh, ooh, that's gonna hurt.
I mean, I might have good gear since you usually open knife.
Yeah, don't worry, Terminus. I'm keeping it on the combat now. I only want to look for Escaper's Bat. I will look at the combat now. He's got to stop the holy bullets. But if Mina suddenly has supplied a heavenly host or something that we're not aware of... Yeah. Try and block the pistol from the holy bullets, and then you escape as bat next round, I suppose.
You can kind of need to do that.
Oh, he's drawing the cards he needs. But you have games where you just don't draw that strength.
Yeah. But
I mean,
two cancels early, you should have a good chance of drawing.
right. Oh, she has a double knife. That's why she reveals one. Oh, my
Yeah.
game's bugging out. Still, she's done 6 damage to Dracula solo.
Yeah. Now he can escape.
If he's drawn it.
Yeah, that's the problem, I suppose. If he hasn't, he can have a bad time.
Mesmerize is quite risky against Seward in this case because he's got the crucifix and he's revealed. I know Seward punched first round. He probably would have wished he'd played crucifix.
So what can't do any more damage, so you don't really need to deal with him.
No. So here's back. There you go. Yep. Yep. Honestly, I think both sides did as well as they could have done there. Mina doing 6 damage for free is massive, and the fact there's no escape as bat to Munich is huge here. It's not a very good escape as bat, but you'll take it. There's nothing you can do. What do? Do you go to lose and then start? Oh man! But then what are you doing? You're going to start walking towards Van Helsing. You have no idea what he's been supplying all this time. Where is he on now? He's on 2 items.
No real good spots.
No, there aren't, are there? Yeah, I agree, Rook. That was a massive strength. I'm not saying it would have been GG if those holy bullets had gone off, but that would have made life so hard. He'd been down another 5 health. I think he has he has very little trail to kind of protect himself with to distract the hunters. The hunters could even just let this vampire mature if they really don't want to deal with it. Oof. Oh well. 2 weapons. Has he got another holy bullets, maybe? Yeah, Spy was pretty good in terms of revealing Seward's hand early. So he was able to play around the escaper's back. Because imagine if Seward had a rifle there instead. It's a different combat then, I think. I'm Batman. Don't tempt. Who makes Batman? Is it Marvel? I don't know. Or was it DC? Don't tempt them to make a crossover.
So we know where he is now because he wasn't in Italy. Well, there are 2 spaces. It could be.
Oh, did he psychic scan?
He scanned.
Oh, that's clutch. I missed that. I was just too busy looking at the chat, and I'm Batman. That is a very good scan. So he has to be in
54, I would guess. Possibly 36.
Full 36 without Wolfhorn would be awful. Yeah, it has to be Toulouse. Oh, and Grammy has sense of emergency, so you could just sense of emergency right on top of him if he wanted to. Yeah. I don't know, Gyro. I don't watch those films. I'm sorry. Lego makes Batman. Oh dear. Oh, thank you, Gyro. You're so nice. Oh man. Oh dear. Imagine if now Van Helsing bumps into him, then Gadami can sense emergency on top of him, and could Seward get there? No. Oh. Is this going to be yet another quick game? To be fair, despite the lack of supply, and Spencer's put a lot of pressure on Gio.
Yeah. Maybe you supply it twice now with the 200s you can't get on him.
Yeah. Unless you want to move the one with the horse into Toulouse, so you're even closer to him.
That's true.
Maybe then Mina supplies, I guess. You might get a scout. Oh. Okay. That was probably not the move I was expecting. Oh wait, where did the sense of emergency go?
Yeah, but it's active. He's just going in order, it seems.
Where the... But where did
No,
sense
no,
of emergency get traded onto Van Helsing? It must have done.
but no, it's triggered. It's in game. A sense of emergency, right? You're talking about the completely different card. Fuck. There it is.
But wait, why is Van Helsing using it? I'm so confused. Is he going to try and catch him in Bordeaux? What if he's in Saragossa right now?
He's
Oh,
dealing
he's
the
using it to do with the
vampire.
vamp. Okay, okay. I guess, yeah, it keeps wolf form off. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. From the chat, yeah, you maybe do need to kill this vampire just purely because of then you don't get wolf form back. So that puts... Oh, I'll be having to use sense of emergency to get there. Maybe Mina has a stake. No, she has a horse and 2 knives. Oh, good
Well, if
fang.
he's looking for a perfect score, well, he won't get a perfect score. Better score if you kill the vampire.
Yeah. That's still a big point, though, for the fangs, because then that's 1 day fewer in the final week, right? If it gets to that stage.
Yeah.
I mean, Gio would probably be quite happy they're having to use a speedy telegraph and sense of emergency just to get to Clermont-Ferrand. Nah, he was in Saragossa. Or Barcelona. Hmm.
Well, technically he didn't need a speedy telegraph, but I suppose it was if Dracula had done something really funny. He wanted to...
Well, maybe he was trying to get... maybe he wanted to try and get Mina there, because Mina rolled the horses, right?
Right, yeah,
Where she
right.
didn't need to, so maybe she was going to try and kill it with knives. And then would move up with Van Helsing if Dracula didn't ambush, I suppose.
Trying
And
to
then
a night fight, it seems like a bad idea, unless
right,
you think he ambushes and you kill him daytime.
right, exactly. And then you'd still be able to psychic scan
Yeah, that's true.
Gallia. So, yeah, kind of an unconventional speed telegraph, I suppose, but hey, you killed the vampire, you've stopped wolf form for 2 more turns. I mean, wolf form's probably not going to be... Is it going to be... Well, maybe. You could do some trickery by going to Santander and wolf forming up to Nantes, maybe, and waiting for all of them to pile into Spain. But at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if then Spencer just instantly checks Nantes anyway. So maybe just go into Spain, try and go as deep as you can. Oh, Iberia, sorry. Lay down lots of stuff. I would just throw down double rumor at this point. And just try and apply a bit of pressure. Get a feed in and then leave. And then suddenly all the hunters are like, oh crap, we have to go into Iberia with very little movement. No stakes. And then we have to back out again.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
I think we know where the location is. I don't think you need a misdirect. But at least he's got the card in his hand if he goes into combat for some reason. Because it also affects the vampires, right? Not just Dracula.
Yeah.
You could do... I have seen some Draculas do some sneaky wolf form plays where you go up to somewhere like Santander, then wolf form deeper into Iberia, and the hunters are then kind of scrambling, going, have you wolf form up to Nantes or not? It can be a bit hard to find. You could even do like a wolf form to Alicante or something, then work your way down the southern coast if you wanted to. I don't know how much time he's going to have.
Well, he
Whoa!
suddenly had a lot of...
There were psychic scans. We know it can't be. The psychic scan in Genoa told us it had to be Toulouse. There's no other location you could escape as bat to. That seems very premature. He went to Barcelona because I guess he was scared of them all jumping into Saragossa, which makes sense. But in the end, they didn't do that. And now he's backed into a corner where do you risk moving to Saragossa when they could all jump on you tomorrow? That actually really didn't work out well for him. Oof. Yeah, this could be a rough second half of the game for Drac. Yeah, they can all now supply so freely. But I understand why you don't want to go to Saragossa, because it's so risky. Especially if he doesn't have fog. No, that fog would be great in Saragossa, but... I mean... Hey, it's unconventional hunter play, but if it works, right?
Yeah. It had turned out well for him.
It
That's
did.
for
It worked
sure.
out very well for him. That combat in Genoa, even though the escapist bat wasn't that great because of the Munich being blocked. So yeah, that actually worked out pretty well for Spencer. And now you can just keep supplying really freely. Evil rumors? Yeah, sure. Local presence, evil rumors. Would be really good for him here. Yeah, it's only one encounter, and even if it was a vampire, they could just let it mature if they really wanted to. Because Dragon's going to be really low health, they're going to be supplying, getting events, they'll have movement. The movement's actually been pretty good from the Hunters, despite only one horse being drawn really early, it seems. They were using the rail lines well, chartered carriage. I think there's another chartered carriage kicking about. Ah, that's unfortunate. If only Godami had drawn that. Oh, there you go. That'll do it. That's what you want. And the Barcelona's not even rumoured. Ugh. No rumour token. That would have made them go to deal with it. Not that would have been necessarily extremely difficult. Unless the stakes are not drawn in a very nice way. I assume she's going to go and deal with it now.
Yeah, it can be a hoax. So maybe why not? Nope.
Oh no? Oh, well, I mean, I like that too.
Yeah, maybe Dracula wanna go at least once more at sea at this point.
Oh, I don't know. It's so difficult. But then you're in heroic leap range.
Yeah, but do you really wanna get out in Italy?
Oh, yeah, no, good point. I maybe would have moved Mina to Munich before it becomes a layer, unless she has excellent weather. No, she only has one event. Oh, never mind. There's a trade. Oh. Van Helsing's just taken the chartered carriage. That's the thing, you can track events very easily. That's the only good thing about this. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Drac is already in heroic leap range, so it doesn't even matter, does it? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
then he might well go once or twice more.
Yeah, what do? Go for the castle?
That's so almost always suicide, it feels like.
Well, I know, but what are you going to do? You're heading that direction anyway, and you're going to be hobbling on so little health.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the only way here is if he somehow, say, lands in Salonika, Sofia, then Valona, and if the hunters all dash land direction into the east, Dracula can then suddenly slip into Adriatic and then wolf form back into like Genoa, Marseille kind of territory, and the hunters are then having to backtrack too much. If there's a rumor token, gets up to 11. It's possible. But it's going to be very hard work. Very, very hard work.
If it is a vampire, can we possibly go to Cagliari? Oh, well, that's a moot point now.
Could he have gone to Cagliari? Let's see. So if he lands in Cagliari... hide, feed? Yes? He would be able to do that. Oh, there's a heroic leap. Nice for Kadami to reveal that to everybody.
Yeah, just flexing a little.
Is today the heroic leap day? I think it might be by the looks of it. Seems to be a theme developing. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he's not in charted carriage range if he goes to. Yeah, he could have gone to Cagliari, but the problem is then the hunters would know, right, it's Rome or Naples or Cagliari, and then the minute they realize it's Cagliari, then they might suddenly realize, oh, it's a vampire, we have to go and deal with it. Because if they don't, if that vampire doesn't mature for whatever reason, you're suddenly then left in a situation where Dracula just takes penalty damage and then dies. To the sea movement. He wouldn't have enough health even with a feed. Yeah, Rook is right. Low events and 2 bites gives Dracula a lot of information. Yeah, it does. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. He's just very... He's really suffering health. Yeah. Heat-seeking, elderly, missile acquiring target. Absolutely. That meme was very appropriate. It was like it's going to be the rich man who's going to do heroic leap now. So you're saying, I mean, castle suicide just because it reveals everything, and then, but how would you then potentially try to play the situation?
I have no idea.
Oh, nice. Do you play the odds and regular land move? I think you have to. Wolfforming to Sophia is very risky because I don't think the Charlie carriage has been traded, but if it does, or if there's another speed telegraph, then suddenly Gadami jumps onto you with heroic leap, and you're dead. I think you have to land normally, and then potentially then wolf form after that, or then move into Sophia anyway and hope that Gadami doesn't have movement to get to you. Backtrack to Valona, but that's risky. I really don't know how I'd play this either. I just write GG in the chat.
It's one way to do it.
It's so, I mean, it's not impossible, because I was going to say, well, if you could bite Godalming again, because he's got the Poxy Heroic Leap, right? So I guess the only way would be you somehow manage to catch Godalming in multiple... You can feed in time, and then Godalming jumps into combat with you. You absorb the Heroic Leap, and then you try to bite him. Yeah, he has the Charlie Carriage. Yeah, that's a good trade. If they have Consecrated Ground, you could well die, even if you do Wolf from the Seas. It's not a bad idea to do regular man move. Yeah. I think you have to take the information you do know, and the information is that Godalming has Heroic Leap. So I think you have to play around that. I mean... If... Oh, backtracking to Barcelona. I have... Oh, there's a full warned on Mina. I was going to say, the way you maybe try to play this would be... Oh... That's grim. But look how he hasn't supplied much, yet he's got a Heroic Leap and Forewarned and Speed Telegraph and 2 Charlie Carriage, or at least 1 Charlie Carriage, and a Sense of Emergency. And Behind the Veil. And there's also 2 things that Van Helsing lost when he died, that we don't know what they are. Ooh,
so the rest have to be bad then. Right?
I guess the way... Oof. I guess the way you try to do this then, you have to hope as... If I'm wanting Dracula to win here, you have to maybe hope that you've put Fog in Salonika. So then, you know there's no Forewarned on Godalming yet, unless it suddenly gets traded. But then Van Helsing has to go and deal with Barcelona, so he won't be able to trade the Forewarned. So you trap him in Fog. Well, maybe that's the way. Do you throw down double Fog in Salonika and then feed? Hope that Godalming jumps in. You fog him with 4 fog tones. That gives you enough time to then get to the castle really freely, and then you can wolf form out. That might be the only way.
Mina can get to the castle before him.
Yeah, but she's lost her horse now. That's the thing. She's lost the horse.
All right. Yes, you kill the horse when that happens. That's true.
Right. So, I mean, she can still walk there normally, or walk. She can get normal carriage or like road moves to get there. But then what? You know her items. If you draw, I mean, it would be good just to keep drawing strengths and mesmerizers. You won't be able to do anything against you. Okay, that's very smart play by Spencer. Just supply with Godalming. I mean, you could maybe take. I mean, because yeah, you can't. The heroic leap's now not going to work. And you don't want to risk getting fogged, and then you're suddenly behind on movement. Still using horses despite the white one, unless he suddenly drew it. As long as this heroic leap never gets triggered, Dracula has a chance. Dracula not feeding here would be him overly stating he's standing on fog. But I also think by feeding, you're stating you're on fog. Oh, well. Oh, it was a mob. We did see one with behind the veil. Fog? No. No, there's a vampire. Right? It was Reckless Vampire that got sniped with behind the veil. There was Desecrated Soil.
Yeah, there's no
Aristocratic, Bodyguards, and something else. I was gonna say, Juni start using rumor tokens, but he's only got one encounter on the trail. Yeah. Oh. Oh, sorry, Rook. Are we meaning feeding means leap? It won't insta kill. Yeah, but if you put a fog down, that would also save you from it. You can then walk out and then feed later if you wanted to. So now here's the question: is this? I kind of like that. Oh, okay, that's alright, Rook. No problem. No problem. Don't worry. Yeah, the Reckless Vampire got sniped. Ooh. That's huge. Gyro will be proud using the rails. Is he in Athens now? Is this like, did he fake going to Salonika? He's actually in Athens. But now what? He's blocked.
Well, he needs to wolf form either way. But
Right.
either he's Salonika or Athens, he wolf form at this point.
Right. But then the question is, where do you wolf form to? If you wolf form to Salonika, Ionian's still on the trail. If you wolf form to Sophia, you might get jumped on with the rail movement if there's another chartered carriage kicking about that we're not aware of. If you wolf form to Sarajevo, right, you are potentially, well, you could get jumped on by 2 if Sud's horses work. You might not get jumped on by any, but then what? One was if Valona's still blocked. One was if Van Helsing, if Godalming doesn't move. They have to move into Sophia.
Well, if he doesn't move, he can't discover where you go, so...
Scott, so tell me what is happening. Don't just say that's huge. Are you not watching, Gyro? Pizza Wizard, I've just come in. Do you know it's the East for sure? Yes, because it's
yes.
Tyrrhenian Ionian. It has to be. Yeah. Basically, Pizza Wizard, Geo left from Barcelona, went Mediterranean, Tyrrhenian, Ionian. Yeah, I think wolf form here is very necessary.
There was an evil presence when he was in Tyrrhenian.
Right. I have to quickly go AFK. 1 second. But yeah, I will leave you in the capable hands of Mr. Green. You can yeah, evil rumors exactly, Rook. You can fill in the chat. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah. Well, Salonica was the healthier choice. So you can be in more spaces now. I suppose they will scan now at night. No, they haven't used either of New Vigor or CG. They haven't done a lot of supplying either, so maybe they don't have it.
I'm back. Oh, is Mistergreen gone AFK?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, not. Maybe I have. I don't know.
No.
I think my game has bugged out.
Oh no. Oh no.
And
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
gonna have
see
to.
it.
I'm gonna have to. Well, I don't. No, no, no. Right now it's working.
So, what was the sequence of moves here? So he wolf formed. He was discovered in Salonika. No real surprise. Is there any way
Yeah.
he could have wolf formed to Athens and then to
Yes,
Valona
yes.
yesterday?
He could have done. Yes, it's possible.
Oh.
They scanned the full form.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
you guessed it correctly.
Why didn't he go to sea? He could have gone to Adriatic and then gone into southern Italy. Oh, now he's inland. Oh my. And he hasn't used wolf form. Oh my goodness. He could be in Sarajevo. What was if Mina blocks Zagreb now? Oh my god. Holy moly. Fines? Good. Oh, what was in Salonika? Was it a vampire or fog?
Vampire and fog, yes. No, yes. Fog in the hide
Ooh.
was vampire, and the fog in the.
Ah, it's the wrong way round. I get why he did it for obvious
Yeah,
reasons,
yeah, he
right?
was.
Whoa. From his he can't misdirect. Oh, what? He faked wolf form to Sofia. Oh, he's now in Athens.
Yeah.
Holy
Like it.
moly. The plays. Oh, Pizza Wizard, I don't think in this situation you layer Salonika and then move back into it. I think that would be taking the piss. Unless you got a second Folk. I mean, the deck's reset, so you might well have it. God, that was bold. I got a Heavenly Host. Oh, why are these discarded cards not face up? Or maybe you don't discard them face up. I don't know. Anywho. Oh no, maybe that's correct. Maybe that is a correct rule. I'm not quite sure now. That was fucking bold, but that actually might have saved the game for him. He can actually now go to sea. Get to Cagliari and feed or somewhere else. Yeah, you have to block him, hoping he's gone to Sarajevo here. If he moves again, then you know he's not in Athens. That's the problem. Cool. Oh, he's got Long Night active. Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh. Yeah, it's always Athens. Well, this is okay because there'll be no combat. So this heroic leap isn't going to do anything now. And he has a Heavenly Host. Discarding another... Yeah, Long Night. Goodness me. Coming in clutch. But the thing is, like, there's no combat. That's the only problem with Long Night. Unless Dracula is silly and sticks around here, but he won't, because the only way he can do that is Dark Calling, and he would never do that. He'll go to sea, take 3 damage, land on Cagliari, feed, hide, probably. Oof, the issue is Van Helsing could move in advance and get onto Cagliari if he wanted to. Yeah, exactly. The last week, or maybe not even the last week, the last few days have had more plays of Long Night than in the previous 2 years of the game. Yeah. I would agree with that. Crazy. I mean, fair enough. Oh, wait, what was in... Oh, Desecrated Soil.
Yeah.
He rumored desecrated soil instead of rumoring Valona. Mmm. Yeah, exactly. The old guard are going to be defeated by long night strats. I mean, it's pretty cool if you can like how Snuff used it in order to create to block a space that you cannot use consecrated ground on. So then Dracula's forced to move into a hunter. It's pretty cool actually. But the problem is you have to play it at dawn. That's the issue with the card. It would be such a good, no, I'm gonna say a great card, but it'd be a much better card if you could activate it at night. Why do you have to, or at dusk? Why do you have to activate it at dawn if it's called Long Night? Anyway, Dracula somehow escaped all that.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent weather would have actually also really hurt. Did Godalming forewarn the fog? Or did you just get hit normally by it?
That's a good question.
Can anybody in chat? I see. Well, there'll be a forewarned in here otherwise. No, there's no forewarned. Okay, so he just got hit with it normally. Okay. Takes a long time for Hunter to prepare for a long night of working. True, but then based upon the flavor text of renewed vigor, they just ate breakfast and then they were able to. They had doubled the energy. Just get them to eat dinner or something. Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay, so Gadami got hit normally with it. That gave then Dracula time to then move back into Valona and then back into Athens. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Cool, this is going to be a close finish. What do you think of my plan? You land in Cagliari with a fog, feed. What would be timing of that? Friday to Turinian, Saturday to Cagliari, Sunday feed. You could, depending on the timing, you could maybe try and hide to get 3 points. And then Mediterranean, then Wolfform into Iberia, and hope that then Van Helsing doesn't bumble into you. Oh, what?
Maybe Van Helsing will deal with the.
Oh, he's having to spread out. Right. Van Helsing doesn't have forewarned. He must have fog. His deck's reset. Did he use both of his fogs? I don't think he did. Unless he... Oh, can you imagine if he layered a fog? I don't... He would have... I'm sure Gio would have cleared it. Yeah, this is very interesting, having him all spread out like this. I just assume it's too obvious that he goes to Cagliari without wolf form. Unless, does he move down to Mediterranean and then wolf form? If Van Hel... I actually don't like Van Helsing moving... I guess he has to move now, right? But the problem is, Godalming has Heroic Leap. And Van Helsing can't trade it while he's at sea.
If he has no, he can't. Well, if he has renewed vigor, he can land and.
Right. You can land and then do it, but then imagine you get fogged anyway, so it's irrelevant.
That would suck.
Right. Is there a chance he gets his... Why is there no fog in the discard pile? Did the deck reset after the fog in Salonika?
Stuff. Suppose.
The issue... I would... Oh, man. I'd rather go to Cagliari because you could bait a hunter in, fog them, feed, go to Mediterranean, then you wolf form, and you'd be wolf forming 4th week, right? If you go to Mediterranean now, Saturday, you're wolf forming onto land, while it's not even 4th week yet, so you don't really benefit from it too much. But maybe because these hunters have decided to move by sea, and Grammi's moving further away from Mediterranean, maybe just move to Mediterranean and then wolf form. I just hope that Van Helsing doesn't land on you, because now Van Helsing can get a Heroic Leap trade at night. Oh, this is going to be a really tense finish. If only the Valona vampire was rumored.
Well, if they don't kill the vampire, he can go to Cagliari now.
Oh. Do you fake wolf form onto Cagliari to make it look like, and you make, instead of the hunters supplying, they're then running around trying to find all of your locations?
Yeah, it could do it. Unless they have a surprising return, then that would suck.
Right, right. But the thing is, Consecrated Ground wouldn't save the hunters because the vampire would mature before the CG gets played. Oh,
And
no,
there are
no,
no,
not before the
there are
CG gets
no,
played, but before the thing would trigger.
there are no allies in the discard pile either, so.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, so even if you did just randomly throw a Heavenly Host or a CG on a Cagliari, the Valona thing would mature first, and then Dracula gets forced off. The problem would be is Dracula would not... Oh, Dracula wouldn't have enough health to go back to sea. Oh my god. If you... Oh, that's a good point that Warecraft's made. Do you maybe just use Consecrated... Should you have used Consecrated Ground tonight if you have it to force him into South Atlantic?
Yeah, that will do it.
Well, I mean, he had to play really risky around the east. I think you have to take another risk, one way or the other. Whatever you're doing on this turn, it's a risk. Did Heroic Leap get traded? Yes. Van Helsing has Heroic Leap. So you need to stay away from Van Helsing. But the problem is, you don't really want to try and wolf form into this portion of the map, because one of these two could jump on you. Come on, does Mina have a horse? Would Clermont-Ferrand be... Oh, but it's not even 4th week yet. If he's able to feed in Cagliari, he lands and feeds, you'll be on 5 health. If you wolf form, then you'll be down to 4. Oh, but then you don't have your wolf form for later. Oh my goodness, this game's so hard. If only this vampire was rumored, it would make life so easy. Or easier. You would then land anywhere but Cagliari. Because you could then... You just have to move once tomorrow to win. Unless suddenly a vampire lair appears that we don't know about. Where would you go if you're a Drac here?
I think Cagliari, and you hope they didn't have what they need to push you off.
Right, so you'd play like the probability game that they're not quite halfway through the deck, so they don't have CG. Would you?
And that Sua don't have a stake and just kills the vampire after you landed.
Right, right. Can you imagine? Would you like use a wolf form onto Cagliari here?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, you have to obscure it somehow.
Right. Okay. I mean, I assume Sud would have gone direct. He could have gone to Valona yesterday if he'd wanted to. Unless he suddenly realizes it and he backtracks. What's Warecraft saying? 15. Clermont-Ferrand? Yeah, I was thinking maybe Clermont-Ferrand might be the safest place too. I don't know. Does Mina have horses? It's not on a rail line. I assume there's no sense of emergency. There was a sense of emergency before. Where did that end up? Oh no, they used it for the Clermont-Ferrand thing, didn't they? Mina's horse ended up in Glue Factory. Right, okay. Oh yeah, that's a good meme. We haven't used that meme in a while. So I guess you'd have time then to move to Nantes. And feeding feels really bad. Well, maybe you don't need to. Nantes is 3 points. Vampire, you hide. You just win. Peter Wizard getting 54 or 48. So 40. What's where? 48 is Saragossa. 54. Oh wow.
That's nice.
That's a good. I mean, he's not stopping the vampire though. Oh, he checked Cagliari. It's not. It's not even 15. Oh my god. So, so I'm wrong. Warecraft didn't get it right. Oh, it's not 48 either. Oh my god. He's still good.
Granada for sure. No one expects Granada.
Can you imagine? Because the CG risk. But I think at this point, you maybe just say, well, sod CG, right? There's no... CG's not the threat, right? Heroic Leap's the threat. Bloody hell. If he is in Granada, and he can get into Cardiff now, that's massive. He's going to obtain 6 points now, so he's up to 10. He only has to survive one more move. Imagine how he has Unearthly Swiftness. CG would kill if he gets forced off into the South Atlantic. Yeah, you have to play bold. Yeah, you don't play by playing. There's no safe play anymore. He's just so low health. What a game. Yeah, I think I like Warecraft's idea of CGing the Mediterranean ports because it makes it really obvious where he's going.
And it would just have killed him as well if he...
Yeah, he would have one more space. He wouldn't be able to wolf form from South Atlantic. So
he had only 2 hit points in that South Atlantic. So, right, there is no ally. That's true.
Right, yeah, there's no Rufus Smith, but I think he wouldn't be able to wolf form from South Atlantic. He'd be down to 1 health, I think. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be on 1 health, like the same situation. So then you just try and dash over there. I mean, the Huns will have limited movement, but yeah, I am. Where's he gone? Has he actually got a Granada? I mean, that would be really bold. I mean, you have to do it. If he's just hide, Geo. Just hide. Don't even bother feeding. Don't even do it. Sod the IDS. That reaction, GG, well played. Oof.
Was unexpected. I really didn't. Really well played to survive this.
Yeah, I wish I was. I was gutted. I missed that little section in the east because I'd have been flipping out in terms of him evading everything and seeing the movement. Holy moly! What a game that was. Where was he? He did go to Granada, I think. He did. What a legend. Holy hell. Oh, this game drives me mad. There's just, you see everything. Oh my goodness. That was insane.
But you gave the right answer. What if Godalming never moved off? If I had never had moved off, he would have been in trouble.
Right. Godalming took the bait a little bit and moved into Valona, thinking, oh, he's used Folg in Salonika, I'll catch him now in Valona, because he's had to move off.
No, he was in Valona and moved to Salonika. So if you had stayed in Valona for 1 more turn, Dracula would have trouble.
Oh, right, the fact he'd already wolf formed to Sofia. Right.
Yeah.
I guess the way you do it then is you move to Black Sea Coast and then try and feed, but then you wouldn't be able to wolf form. You would definitely have to let in Cagliari then, because we wouldn't have. Yeah. Goodness sake. Oh yeah, imagine Dark Hole misclick. That'd be unfortunate. Yeah, no CG or renewed vigor. I don't know if the expression "my heart was in my mouth" is in Spanish, but that would definitely be the way I'd summarize that game. Goodness sake. Don't do that to me, Geo. Can't do that to me. It's bad enough me playing my own games. What a game. What a game.
He survived a long time on very little health.
Yeah. Unbelievable. What a game. I don't know if Gio was recording his perspective, but that'd be a wild ride to listen to.
Sure.
Goodness me. Boof. Que atención. Yeah. Spot on. Wow. What a game. Had some wild games today. So yeah, Heroic Leap didn't come into effect then. But that bite on Godami was actually really vital. The fact he was able to know that Heroic Leap was a thing he had to try and work around.
He couldn't really get in combat with the Godami anyway, I think.
No. Because there's maybe a way if Heroic Leap is not a thing that exists, you can maybe think, I'll try to get into combat with Godalming, hopefully outplay him and bite him again.
Yeah.
And then I get points, that's another hunter down, I can then have a bit more time, but yeah, you just couldn't engage at all there. Unbelievable. Oh, you're most welcome, Uruk and Warcraft. You're most welcome. I'm saying thank you for streaming.
Yeah.
You're most welcome. Thank you everybody for tuning in. There is another game in half an hour.
I'm gonna sleep.
Understandable. You've done your duty for today. I should probably sleep too, but to be honest, it's a Friday night and I've had a really good week. I'm in kind of a celebratory mood, so I might actually stay up and record it. It's Wormtalon and Landsknecht, I think.
Well, I appreciate if you do.
You can tune in while you're trying to sleep.
That way I can look at it later when I'm more awake.
Absolutely. So yeah, people in chat. If there's anybody in chat who would like to commentate with me, then feel free to say so. It's starting in half an hour. If not, if you can't commentate, then I would really appreciate if you're able to join into the live stream chat and keep me company. It'll be a good game between Landsknecht and Wormtalon, I'm sure. Any last? I mean, it was a really topsy-turvy game, this one, right? Because the early game was all about the lack of hunter supplies, really, and
It's just a really unique game, I would say.
Yeah, right. Lack of hunter supplies, lots of movement, but lots of pressure.
Too useful in the night. What's the night?
Oh, Long Night.
Yeah, too useful long nights in the same game. It's like,
Yeah.
have that ever happened?
I don't think so. No, I think especially the first one in particular, because it was able to block, get Mina into a position to resupply, but also to block Marseille. Because then a Marseille and then a wolf form would have been pretty casual. So then Dracula had to take sort of a sub-optimal wolf form, which then also made Munich got blocked for later, which meant the Escapist Bat was suboptimal. And then the play after Escapist Bat was suboptimal. So it's kind of like this sort of like string of, not errors, I don't want to say errors because it's not quite that, but like string of situations that then were really disadvantageous for Dracula.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, don't start central against this type of hunter play, I guess would probably be the idea.
Don't get found out early for your start central.
Well, that's true, yeah. That's definitely true. But then it was a good hide scouts to catch it so
Definitely.
early. Yeah. Really good. Really, really good. What's Rook saying? I'll be cooking so I can't commentate. I can have the game as I'm working. By all means. That'd be lovely. What's on the menu, Rook? What are you going to be cooking? I like how you said cooking and then working. Are they the same thing? Are you a chef? You're in the restaurant. Some guy's trying to order something. He's like, wait. I'll bring you your meal in a minute, but we're gonna need to watch some memes first on the live stream. Yeah, crazy game.
Yeah.
Very typical of League of Dracula, I would say. Not typical in terms of like, we've seen these games loads of times before, but just crazy games. Yeah. Survival all the way. Ah, cooking's not working. Well, maybe, it depends. I find it very relaxing. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. What do you think, Mr. Green? Your opinion on cooking before we leave?
I prefer when someone else cooks.
Fair enough. That's always nice too. It's always nice when you get then suddenly this lovely plate of food being delivered to you. But I like it. I find it very relaxing. Pancakes. Oh yes. Don't mind a pancake. Anywho, well, Mr. Green, huge pleasure as always to have you in the commentary booth, and thank you for postponing our game.
Yeah, it was a really interesting game to watch. So thanks.
Absolutely. I will hopefully be around to stream your game against Fangs of Fire tomorrow, and we'll watch that with keen interest. I'll have to see what the plan is, but in case, then hope it's a good one. I don't know if I want to wish you good luck, because I don't know exactly if it'll be beneficial for you to win. We'll have to see. It also depends on if I beat you then in our games or not.
Yeah.
But I'll say it anyway. I suppose good luck. Hopefully, it's a really good fun game like the previous one.
Me too.
And we'll be in touch.
Just a little fewer mistake on my part.
Remember, trail slides first.
Yeah.
That would have been a shock if Fangs of Fire was just like, GG, well played. For me, ha!
Yeah, that would suck.
that would have been unreal. The scenes. But no, not quite. Almost, but not quite. Close, but no cigar. But yeah, hope it's a good game. Hopefully I'll be able to catch it and commentate it. So yeah, all the best, and we'll be able to chat. We maybe try to play a game later in the weekend or next week. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And everybody's been watching, either live or after the fact. People who were live, who was here? Rook was here, Gyro was here, Werecraft was here, Quincy. Thank you so much for tuning in. There may be some other people. If I've forgotten you, I do apologize. And I'll see you all. Yeah, sod it. I'm going to live stream. See you in 25 minutes for the live stream. If anybody wants to commentate, let me know. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.